He didn't escape. He flew. Helicopter lands inside high-security prison. Guards scream. Dust swallows frame. He did not run through a door. He raised the sky over prison, freezing guards within seconds. That night, the walls were not the danger. The danger was descending from above them. The helicopter sound announced no rescue. It announced prison law would break before everyone. Pascal Payet did not look afraid, as if he had known the sky's timing. Dust swallowed the yard. Guards shouted. But one man moved like he walked inside his plan. Before his name became a headline, he entered places and silently read their systems. Pascal was born in France, but his story began not with noise, only deceptive calm. On the streets, he learned strength was insufficient. Intelligence alone opened locked doors. Crime was not chaos to him. It was cold calculation, every step carrying price. When he fell the first time, he saw prison not as ending, but patience test. He entered prison, surrounded by doors, locks, and eyes, yet began searching for weakness. Inside the narrow cell, he counted not only days, but guard movements too. He saw bars as lines, corridors as maps, and silence as unnoticed weapon. Every watchtower frightened others. He studied its angle, rhythm, and exact timing. He never tried breaking cameras. He wanted to know when their eyes blinked. Among prisoners, he looked dangerously calm. Sometimes quiet is sharper than shouting. A small message may seem ordinary. Inside prison, one word can open sky. No one knows what was said behind glass, but outside started moving strangely. Above the walls, the sky was wide. Inside his mind, it became possible road. Time did not pass over him. He gathered it, compressed it, transformed it into planning. Outside, some helicopter was approaching a role it had never been built for. Rotor blades do not know law. They spin and carry whoever dares aboard. The first who heard it misunderstood. Prisons do not expect attacks from air. Seconds before shock, the yard was empty, like waiting for the scene to break it. The helicopter descended fast, and everything inside prison became shorter than 1 minute. Behind windows, prisoners witnessed the unbelievable. Escape itself was walking before them. Pascal did not run like escaping. He ran like arriving at confirmed appointment. Guards reached for radios, but dust outran orders and swallowed the whole scene. The helicopter door opened like reversed cell door. Through it, one exits, not enters. When the helicopter rose, the prison lagged behind it, understanding too late. From above, the prison looked small. Impossibility seemed only optical illusion. Minutes later, the yard stayed empty. The emptiness was harsher than any evidence. Inside investigation rooms, the question was not where he was, but how this happened. Newspapers needed no exaggeration. Truth alone looked like an impossible film. Pascal's file began growing, and with each page, the questions multiplied further. Outside prison, freedom was not freedom. It was travel inside moving fear. He saw his name on screens, knowing every eye in the country searched for him. Every report increased his fame, but also brought pursuit one step closer. Roads grew narrower. The city became a net. Every exit could be a trap. He no longer feared prison only, but friends, sounds, and open windows. Investigators were not chasing just a man. They chased an idea, insulting their security. The helicopter above prison became a symbol, a weakness nobody forgave. The walls did not truly break, but their image in people's eyes cracked violently. Every official statement tried reassuring people, but the most dangerous question remained unanswered. Pascal knew staying was a mistake. Every place he remained became another cage. Each night, silence grew heavier. A fugitive hears what others never hear. Closed curtains did not protect him. They only reminded him the outside world tightened. While he moved, police learned from his escape, closing gaps one by one. Crowds can hide a man, but not a story known to everyone. His face became wanted, his name a warning, yet his trace moved like shadow. At one moment, the circle approached. The calm fugitive felt the trap's coldness. The door protecting him yesterday could today become the last thing he sees free. When light hit him, the scene needed no shouting. The ending was clear. The cuffs returned to his hands, but the story was no longer what it was. When he returned to prison, he entered not as prisoner, but living weakness. The second time was harsher, heavier doors, more eyes, suspicion filling corridors. They watched him like trapped storm, outwardly calm, inwardly dangerous and waiting. Surveillance does not kill an idea. Sometimes it makes it colder and more patient. In isolation, he was not staring at walls. He stared beyond it. The small piece of sky above reminded him an exit could return. Like an echo, the same idea returned. Helicopter, sky, and stolen seconds. The plan needed no noise. It needed silence frightening enough to work. Every prison routine looks safe until someone reads it as open code. The clock did not mark time only. It marked when the system stumbles. Above prison, emptiness waited. Sometimes emptiness is more dangerous than armed presence. Then returned the unforgettable sound, making walls feel weaker than they looked. The guards needed no explanation. The helicopter shadow told them nightmare had returned. Alarms rang and doors closed, but the problem was in sky, not corridors. Pascal moved through confusion, like hearing music nobody else could hear. The door opened again. The decision waited, one step between prison and legend. The scene was not repetition. It was bigger challenge, saying the lesson failed. Again, he rose above bars. Again, the system watched from below. In the air, prison became a point. His name became an open wound. The chase began again, but this time anger was stronger than amazement. Inside official offices, nobody searched for excuses. Everyone searched for causes. The file became bigger than a man. It tested authority, claiming perfect control. Then the symbol appeared. A small scratch on walls, opening a large question. Was the symbol a signature, message, or merely trace left to confuse them? They found no clear answer. Every mystery around him strengthened the story. The biggest question was not how he flew, but who extended the sky. Was he alone, or behind a helicopter stood a network never fully revealed? During the second escape, every place became temporary, every face possibly downfall. He heard his name echo again, but this time the echo was heavier. Eyes multiplied, distances shrank, and wide freedom became a narrowing corridor. Every document could save him. Every document could expose him. That is fugitive life. Near borders, decisions grow heavier. One wrong step can return you to cage. Far from France, he seemed gone. But big stories do not disappear easily. The hunt was no longer local. It widened, making one mistake more dangerous. On a cold dawn, the end approached quietly, as if learning silence from him. Light entered before men, and in those seconds, he knew sky would not come. There was no helicopter this time, only serious faces and a door closing slowly. The cuffs he escaped returned, but with a new fear of his mind. The road back to prison felt longer, because the legend returned with him. The last return was no ordinary entry. It was confrontation between man and wounded system. He was placed deeper in isolation as prison tried caging his idea, not body. He sat alone, but loneliness seemed not punishment, rather another waiting stage. In his eyes, no clear regret appeared, only silence asking more dangerous questions. The wall symbol stayed silent. Silence sometimes creates legends more than words. The yard that carried his escape became empty, yet emptiness carried his memory. Even without helicopter, its shadow returned whenever someone looked at prison walls. People disagreed about him. Some saw genius, others unforgivable danger. Between admiration and anger, the crucial question disappeared. What did his escape reveal?
Was the problem only one man, or walls that overbelieved their strength? A strong lock comforts guards, but tempts minds that love challenge. After Pascal, the sky above prison stopped being scenery. It became frightening possibility. His story remains not because it is escape, but because impossibility cracked. Law returned and caught him, but could not erase the image from memory. Behind glass, he became imprisoned man and free symbol. That is dangerous paradox. Whenever the page closed, the helicopter image returned, as if history refused closure. The story tells not only escape, but humanity's obsession with breaking limits. If the helicopter sound returned now, would he see opportunity or memory? Do minds that escape often grow tired, or simply learn waiting better?
The sky behind the window comes no closer, yet never disappears. Anxiety lives there. At corridor's end stands not only guard, but a question nobody answered. What meant the symbol left on wall? And was it doorway to another story? The investigator staring at wall sees not scratch, but emptiness never explained. Maybe the helicopter was only tool. The real escape existed in thinking.
If prison cages the body, what cages the mind when it sees sky? The helicopter vanishes into clouds, but its sound remains, refusing the story's ending. Did Pascal Payet create his legend, or did the broken system create it for him?